In Sumerian culture, there are stories of giant beings that exceeded normal human dimensions. These beings are called Apkallu or Abgal, and are often depicted as demigods or minor deities, with humanoid bodies but imposing dimensions, sometimes with wings and long beards. In the Sumerian myth of Gilgamesh, for example, there are giant creatures called Humbaba, whose appearance is described as terrifying and whose task is to guard the sacred forest of the god Enlil. According to Sumerian mythology, the Apkallu were sent by the gods to teach humans the arts and sciences, and to ensure their protection and prosperity. In the myth of Adapa, the Apkallu are described as 7 sages who are sent by the god Enki to teach Adapa knowledge and the arts of civilization. In Sumerian mythology, it was believed that the Apkallu acted as intermediaries between the gods and humans, and that they were able to invoke divine power to protect humans from negative influences. They were often invoked on occasions of illness, economic difficulties or personal problems, to ask for divine help and protection. However, some stories from Mesopotamian mythology, which followed Sumerian mythology, present a figure similar to the Apkallu, known as the Seven, or the 7 sages, who rebel against the gods and seek to take control of the universe. This story is told, for example, in the Babylonian epic of Atrahasis. The Babylonian epic of Atrahasis tells of a rebellion of the 7 sages against the gods, as a form of protest against their hard work and lack of rest. The 7 sages were human beings, created by the gods to alleviate their workload. However, after some time, they realized the heaviness of their task and decided to rebel. The 7 sages, along with other creatures, asked the god Ea, the Sumerian god Enki, for help in organizing a rebellion against the gods, but their plan was discovered. The god Anu, leader of the gods, decided to punish the rebels by inflicting a series of calamities on earth, such as famines, epidemics, and natural disasters. In some versions of the epic, it is described how the gods created these sages as great beings or giant beings to perform their tasks. This description could suggest that the 7 sages were physically larger than other human beings. The concept of Nephilim is mentioned in the biblical book of Genesis, in chapter 6, verses 1 to 4. According to the biblical narrative, when men began to multiply on earth, the sons of God, which some interpret as angelic beings, saw the daughters of men and took them as wives, thus generating children called Nephilim. The description of these Nephilim is not very detailed, but it seems that they were powerful and famous warriors. Their presence on earth is considered by some scholars as one of the causes of the universal flood described in the same Genesis. In a passage of the Bible, it is said that Moses sent 12 spies to explore the Promised Land. Upon their return, the spies reported that there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, who come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Thanks for watching.